And here we go, pistol round underway. It's the first round of the Nerd Street Summer Champs. It's DarkZero, it's Ghost Gaming. And it's a best of 3 series to get us started. And, well, speaking of, it was Chase on the Sentinel. And the trade-off for the Cypher is the Sage. A nice wall up early out towards B. Gonna stop a push there for now, but Ghost have other plans. They say, we can't go right to the front door. We'll try and hit it from the side. And speaking of, a couple of headshots traded back and forth to get us started.
Oh, this is a very cheeky position held by Screw because he's in close, but way out towards mid. Chase stealing the damage to drop down from Ventus. Good, and Screw, wallbang headshot finds win, leaves us to a 3 versus 2, and Harmon from the bottom of mid will eliminate Nismo. This place is now Ryan in a 1 versus 3 situation. The A site mostly free, but there's still that rotate from Harmon out from double doors that he'll have to deal with. 46 seconds to find this clutch, Tanner.
And fortunately, through all of the deaths, the team gathered a bunch of information, right? The players out on the B site, where Harmon was playing out towards mid with the backstab, so it allows Ryan some freedom
30 seconds
kind of
left.
move around, and unbeknownst to the A site open, does have to be wary of that. So no way, didn't spot him through the trees. The headshots followed by a leg. Ryan will net that kill onto Harmon. Has 2 more to worry about, and that 40-second timer now down to 15 seconds. But still fairly healthy here, Mimi, in the pistol round.
Yeah. 92 HP to work with. He only has 1 molly, so hard post plant not going to be a good option. However, I love this play. Doors coming open, and he snuck up close.
Just underneath it. Maybe goes undetected for now. Both of them spotted out. Ryan almost gets it done, but it's Ainge instead on the rotate, on the trade, and on the defuse for DarkZero to grab the pistol.
Yeah, huge round there from Ainge. That fight out towards spawn got so awkward. I think the leaf of the palm tree was just obscuring the Silva in that position. So a frag was found, Harmon was taken down, and it did get dangerous. But in the end, DarkZero will pull out on top. And I mean, we gotta give credit to Harmon early on in that round. That drop down towards mid, taking that space on the defensive side is so powerful. And I'm glad to see DarkZero doing that early on here.
And well, speaking of early on, we've got a couple of buys early on. DarkZero, they get the round win, but Ghost say, all right, well, let's take the fight right to him. It was a close one, so we'll see if we get some firepower behind us. We can make it that much closer. And I mean, I've seen some, I guess, the exchanges on Twitter and in streams about the crosshairs for the DarkZero guys. And I mean, I cannot believe that is an actual thing, but nonetheless, we'll see how much they can get done. And at the very least, when you're scoped with the Marshall, you don't necessarily get that one. But it's a full buy across the board. If Ghost lose this one, it could put them down, a couple of rounds. And well, Ryan going down first means he's not alive to try and clutch like he was. But a trade kill right back as the flash goes through. Cloudburst going to try and get Screwface out of dodge. But the A site has now been assumed. And the angles have all been cleared around the cage. Nothing to be spotted just yet. Screwface lands one on the round. Harmon picks up another. It's down to the last 2 in a 2v3 situation. Make it a 1v3. It's Chase. We talked about what he can do on the Sentinel, but what can he do with the Marshall? And unfortunately, it's just not enough. The force round does not go their way, and DarkZero find another.
Yeah, it doesn't swing in their favor, but it's not a terrible round, all things considered. You get that spike down, get that extra 300 credits in your back pocket, and you do damage DarkZero a fair bit. 3 players died there, so I imagine we'll see both these squads put investment back into this round, try and play out these forced by wars a little bit. That's one option. If you're Ghost, you can also just concede it here, cut your losses, but that means likely going down 3-0, a tough prospect on your attacking side of Breeze. It looks like they're going to put something in here. Hero Rifle up for Nismo, and this time they're leaning pretty heavily out towards B. You see that soul lurk of Chase, and I mean, that's why Cypher is so good on this map. That one tripwire out towards bottom mid can deny flanks from pretty much anywhere, and one camera over towards the halls can garner so much information.
And this time they're actually hanging onto that barrier orb. They finally do set that one up after hearing a couple of footsteps. Nismo slowly chips away at it. That with the classic. There is still that weapon available. Through the sheriff's shots, the alt orb not going to be hurt, and Ainge not looking to peek that one just yet. Doesn't want to give up anything for free. They understand exactly where Ghost Gaming are at here at the moment with their weaponry, with the arsenal. don't want to give anything free to those classics.
Yeah, they do not. I like how passive they are in this round. Information is huge, but getting overzealous can be punished, and Nismo, he's looking to punish. Kohler swinging wide, but he finds the adjustment. A huge frag with the Spectre. However, that rifle will be recoverable.
And well recovered it is. Unfortunately, Koala taking quite a bit of damage in doing so. And you can kind of see the cogs turning at Screwface's head there. 2 targets pop up. He's not too sure which one to shoot. Well, he tags one and his teammate sits down another. As Anderson picks up 2 as Ghosts push onto the A site. They will get the spike planted. Wynn going to take a bit of damage from the snake bite. Now it's all about trying to lock down the site. It's the recovered Vandal from player to player here for Ghost Gaming as they find their first kill. The door open and they look for some more. And 4v2 retake. Unfortunately, the Vandal falls once more. They just can't keep it up. It's the curse of the hero Vandal for Ghost Gaming to find DarkZero their 3rd round.
Dude, Kohler's aim is always so impressive. It almost reminds me of like a Kirby or an Asuna a little bit. He's got that shakes and works well for him. 2 huge frags out of the sky, taking down that hero rifle. Both opportunities it had to find frags. However, it was just a bit of a save round. Ghost will have money to invest, and crucially, they'll have the operator up for Koala in this one. The slow play is good, but when you're playing slow and you have an operator to work with on those lurks or just to find those aggressive initial frags, it can be so successful. And while Koala can do both options with that gun in his hands.
And the adaptations made here, so instead of just listening for the footsteps, instead of just tossing up the wall kind of willy-nilly, they opt into using that Trailblazer to get the information that players are leaning out towards the B site. And I mean, we could quite possibly see the same push that we saw in the pistol. You can't go to the front door, so you're going to try and get in through this side. There's just so much utility tossed out at Ghost Gaming, and not utility that's damaging or really forcing them back, but that is just giving them up. It was the Trailblazer to kick things off, the Owl drone out towards mid, and it seems to be forcing a rotation over towards the A site.
What are the crosshairs in this server? It's not just DarkZero now. Like, this one is interesting for Wynn. I feel like Riot spent so much time considering if they could add new options, if they didn't consider if they should. Regardless of jokes, Screwface has really special position here. He'll have a quick flank if they hit A, and it looks like it's happening. No!
I know exactly.
Timing. Screwface looks away at the wrong time. Not only hands over a kill, but all the information behind it as a neural theft. Things out the rest of the DarkZero squad. Now it is just their bonus here in round 4, but obviously one that you'd still like to walk away from, especially after investing the blades. But Ghost Gaming have something else to say about it as Nismo finds another range, now pushing through halls. Chase is still there, but finally answered, and Orion set up for the lineups. Instead, will find the gunfight, the frag, and now they leave it all into the hands of Harmon in a 1v4 with an Ares and a Dream. No time on the clock, just looking to get some damage done here. The shot in the back as Ryan finds another, and Ghost Gaming are on the board.
Feels bad, man, for Screwface there. He had the perfect position, the perfect lurk. If he shuts down Chase there, he disables the trips. He can find pressure from the flank, but none of that ever really happened. Instead, he turns at the wrong time. Chase picks up the... it was like milliseconds.
Yeah, just before, quite honestly, spotting the hat there of Chase, Screwface had looked away and then almost has that double take, right? You're so close. You're just a right click from securing that first frag and not giving over all that information. Unfortunately, does not go DarkZero's way, but now they do have the weapons in hand. And fortunately for Ghost, they didn't lose too much. They still have that operator here in the hands of Koala. Bladestorm just around the corner as well. So a couple of kills or a couple of alt orbs will put this Jet in a pretty good spot to duel either from long range or close range. And we'll see what the call is as they lean towards mid for now.
Yeah, and last round, it was a bit of a second bonus from DarkZero. So this is the first opportunity we have where it's truly full guns versus full guns and an operator on each side. You see that up of Screw holding out towards the middle position there, just trying to catch off any would-be rotators who might want to lurk their way towards the back halls, but won't be allowed here. Anderson anchoring out towards the A site, still not spotting out any members of Ghosts. It looks like they might be setting up for a tad bit of an A split here.
Yeah, late wall gonna go up. Look to cut the site in half. Fortunately for DarkZero, well, I spoke too soon because only unfortunates happening here on the site thus far as Harmon undetected for now. Screwface able to take down the Hawk, maybe shooting at a player. Granting something extra. Either way, quick on the trigger. The spike will go down. A 5v4 will commence. Now as the door opens up, the Viper's pit looking to lock down the site. So Ryan will be holding it down inside of Viper's domain. Some damage to the side from Nismo in a bad spot. Tries to play around the boxes, but just can't do it. Kohler picks up the frag. Will top off his teammate. Now a 4v4 with Seekers online.
Oh, and there's a flank coming here through halls. Koala needs to die. He holds such a crucial position, but he'll find the first frag. Dash backwards still. That lurk out towards mid. It will find the Opper, but just listen to the time. Already so far gone. Someone has to find some heroics. And Kohler, he's looking to be that man, but it's just not going to happen. DarkZero at this point, they're just going to be forced to fall away. It's a 3-man save. That frag is found onto Chase, but it's no worry. Ryan's found the clutch.
Wow, I mean, that... all things considered, the damage done there, and then that last shot through the Viper's pit, I would imagine at the tracers from Chase. Screwface picked up a couple of big kills there, which it makes losing that round a bit more bearable, right? Because like you said, as they're kind of pushing into that pit, there's 3 or 4 still alive, and you're saying, listen to that clock. They didn't really have anything with it. It was Hwin to peek out of the pit that eventually goes down. It was then Chase to fall as well. So a couple of crucial frags and a couple of crucial weapons saved. We'll keep DarkZero in for this round at the very least. But Ghost Gaming, one away from tying things up. Unfortunately, A might not be the place to be with the Viper's Pit in response from DarkZero to hold that down. It's another play out towards mid.
And a double up setup here retained for DarkZero. It looks like they'll have one played out towards the B site, one out towards A. We haven't seen too many teams find full success with a setup like this. We'll have to see if they can get it done, but it's not the ops. It's the rifles to open it up out towards mid, and well, in the Sky v Sky, Nismo, Diff, Kohler.
And that's a fun little battle that we've had. We kind of hyped up the Skies coming into this one. We talked about how Kohler also plays the Sky here and there, but early in this game, we got some early trades, right? It was Kohler with the Spectre. It was Nismo with the Vandal. Kohler came out on top. Now Nismo goes right back to it with equal firepower. Will win out on the fight. Unfortunately damaged and no way to heal up on the Sky for now as that Viper's Pit still hold it down inside of A main. It's Screwface out towards the spawn. Pick up one in response. It was a low HP Nismo, and unfortunately Anderson gets a little too aggressive, pushes out of the pit. Answered by Chase as the pit will fall. The A site opens up just a bit more in Screwface position. Given away. He's taken down. Now in a 4v2, making a 3v2 as Harmon gets something. The Resurrection hopes to find the rest. Chase trades it back. The last 2 players coming from the B site, and they've got so much to get done here, and it looks like the post plant to be set up for Ghost Gaming.
That's really strong. Operator on the retake as well, so you feel like this has got to be Kohler, and his first bird, I don't even know where that went. Straight up into the air. Post plant is already set up. I think this round just has to be a save for DarkZero, and well, they seem to agree. Kohler, maybe considering the exits, but he'll just fall all the way back. DarkZero's economy is starting to push towards that breaking point, so a save at this point in time, incredibly crucial.
And although finding the frags at the end of that last round lost, Ghost Gaming, we're still sitting pretty.
Yeah.
Here in this, Ryan backs a bit too far into the site's range. Maybe wasn't expecting somebody to be out towards the attacker side at spawn. Either way, this one ends up in another Ghost Gaming round win. In a 2v2 situation, another save for DarkZero, like you said. And for Ghost, I mean, it's really no sweat off their back. They're still incredibly healthy in terms of economy. They can buy up whatever they need if they wanted to run a couple of extra operators. It looks like it is just going to be Koala on that one, whereas DarkZero, they've managed to muster up a buy, but it's going to be an Ares in the hands of Harmon. It's going to be light shields on Screwface, and this could be the last buy that we see for the next couple rounds from DarkZero if they meet the same fate. They started 3-0, now they are 0-3, and we're all knotted up here in round 7.
Range is holding. This looks to just be a hard hit. Bladestorm prepped up, but they're not hitting the go button. It's not yet. That drop down is heard, and the flash will come off of it. Right click misses. He has the classic kill, connects the shot. It's the frenzy instead, but Kohler, the adjustment 4-2 win with the operator. Now recovered to bring us to a 3 versus 3.
Yeah, and Kohler picked up 2 there. Koala didn't really get the value that he was hoping for as Harmon caught in the drone, taken down. It's the frenzy that's starting to feed here on the B site. For Koala's Hunters, Fury looking to back DarkZero squad away. Screwface is going to trade things out. So from 3v3 to 2v2 is where we find ourselves. It's still an operator in the hands of the DarkZero Jet, but not close to the blades. Screwface slowly creeps up towards the site. Nice shock darts. Gonna split the team for now. It's low HP across the board as Screwface continues to look for more. Anderson, rifle in hand, able to take down one. The time is of an essence here. Chase only on 70 HP as a swing comes across. The ponytail is spotted, and Chase just gonna play the time game. The shot goes wide from Screwface, and Ghost Gaming grab a lead.
Oh, he wants to recover the operator. 2 doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but a round's a round. It's 4 on the trot now for Ghosts and DarkZero. I mean, it doesn't feel like they can catch a break. They wanted to try that setup with that double operator, but the economy wasn't good enough to pull it back out a second time. And I mean, now their B-hold just looking a tad bit weak. That audio cue is given away, and it's a perfect flash placed from Kohler to allow that opening frag and allow the entry. And I mean, for Koala as well, he knew the odds were even. He knew it was still losable, so he took the fight right to him, and that's what's so great about Koala. He has the confidence to see those gaps, to see those opportunities, and to immediately deal with them. But looking into this round, Ghost Gaming already off to a hot start. It's Screwface to fall.
Enemy tag.
And with the death in the last round, the death in this round, blades will be online for Screwface going into the next. Is damage done across the board, but unfortunately just not enough to find a kill as Koala hops on. Nice little wallbang onto Ainge. Kohler looks to go aggressive this time. Only a Marshall in hand, and it's all about the damage that you can do if you're DarkZero. Okay, that is the Among Us crosshair. That is the Among Us crosshair that Harmon was tweeting about, and well, it is it's quite sus if you ask me.
Oh my god. DarkZero, weaponry still isn't good in this 2 versus 5, and they're probably just looking to try and get some damage. Harmon, he's not going to be that guy. Kohler with just the Marshall, trying to pick another off. It doesn't happen. All right, now round's over. Let's talk about the Among Us crosshair. Was he the first guy to tweet? Because I know one of our friends showed that to us, Tanner. I don't know if you saw it, but I have the Among Us crosshair in game. I'm glad that it's getting its respect in pro play.
No. No, it's a problem.
Koala. If he has the Among Us crosshair, he hits those every day.
Every day. If he has a Among Us. Those are also the clips that we were talking about, right? When you think Breeze, you think Ghost, you immediately think Koala and what he can do with the operator. And this is on the attacking side. It only gets scarier on defense, especially because DarkZero, they have to walk into that one. It's all about Koala making the plays on the attack versus DarkZero then walking into it. As Anderson, you go toe-to-toe with Ryan, unfortunately will fall. Phantom over Vandal here in this trade. Is a nice wall, gonna cut the site basically in half. It cuts out just enough. Screwface finds one across the map, maybe looking for more. Koala trades it back up for up we go as the neural theft. We get the information. Screwface drops off his ledge, drops off his perch, and again looks to go right back to the retake here for DarkZero. Still a player down.
Bladestorm online for DarkZero, and Kohler already working this flank, but he's been circumnavigated. There's a Sova up behind him, so if he makes noise, counterflank will come through, and it starts to get risky. He's actually pushing all the way through. Harmon may soon, excuse me, not Harmon, rather the Sova of Ghost may soon find a great position as Kohler, his flank comes through first. It's Win this time to take down Screw, a second for him, and Chase to close it out. The lurk massive for Ghost Gaming to find 6 in a row.
6 in a row. Now, I will say, kind of after further review, it does feel like Breeze can be an attacker-sided map, and not to discount Ghost, but this is where you do want to find your rounds, especially if you're starting here. You get to jump ahead nice and quick. Like, if you're DarkZero, you need to find a way to stop the bleeding right now, because it's not bleeding, it's hemorrhaging here at this point. 4 sheriffs in a classic. Gonna be, hopefully, a bit of a band-aid coming into this next round, but Ghost Gaming have just looked so good as Kohler gets nice early information with the guiding light. Ryan to open things up once more with the entry frag. Chase right behind him in the B site. This time the final destination is they hang on for just a second, look to toss on over that spike plant, and we'll see if this brings the Seekers online. Either way, DarkZero in a rough spot. It's really only the blades to work with.
Not a ton. Up shot will miss out of Koala, and Nismo just taking these fights and, well, winning them. It leaves it down to Screw. He's found the first, would need to be the 1v5, and, I mean, hey, he's got a Blade Storm. He's confident. Who knows?
And what better way to stop the bleeding? The Blade Storm here. Screw gets tagged up there, unfortunately, not only by the trap wire, but the Owl drone. Now looking just to back away, and I would imagine still fight for these frags, but doesn't want to give up any free positioning. Doesn't want to get himself up too quickly. It's a couple of daggers later. Quinn will fall, and it's not the 1v5. It's not the round win, but it's a bit of damage on the way out as Ghost now goes 7 in a row. It's going to be weapons back in the hands. Screwface saves in that one, saves nothing. And, well, unfortunately, sitting on a kind of a lump of coal in terms of economy.
I think he did bring the full armor in, so at least he got a little piece of something out of that round, but still, it's not great. DarkZero, they're going to call themselves this tactical timeout, and I mean, it's well timed. They needed it. I almost feel like it's a little bit late. I would have loved to have seen this 2 rounds ago, but a pause is a pause, and, well, now they're obviously all in person. They can turn their chairs, talk in their little circle, get the coach on into the conversation, and try and turn the ship around.
Yeah, 7 in a row. And then, so if you're taking, I guess, stock of what you've got, if you're DarkZero going into this next round, it's a full buy for the most part. I think Screwface was sitting on 2,600 credits, so won't be able to buy the rifle maybe that he would like. Obviously doesn't have the blades coming into this one. And so it's going to be interesting to see where the Jet finds himself. And on the side of Ghost Gaming, I mean, you've got another beautiful post plant. We've already seen that from Ryan previously, but the Viper's Pit still available. You've got Nismo with the Seekers online as well. So it really only feels like it's full force ahead. It's all the momentum, as DarkZero seem to have shuffled their credits around, although Screwface low in credits was still able to grab an operator from a teammate, which leaves Harmon down to the Guardian, and both Win kicking things off. It's not great. That recon bolt maybe not getting the information that they were hoping for, but the Trailblazer does. So Kohler going to be sniffed out on the early flank out towards elbow, forced back to the B site. And I mean, it was all just a fake to this point. The guiding light goes through, the ult on top of it. Zange will find that frag onto Nismo, but the rest of the Ghost Gaming squad out towards A.
Yeah, and finally they have these operators that they've been looking for. Find that opening frag out of range, and this is the right direction, but Ryan, that spike's coming down, and well, look who is still alive. It's that Viper, and well, the pit is available. It'll be popped. It's 5 versus 4, but you almost have to favor Ghost, especially with this lurk out towards mid. Win could go huge, and he's already spotted one.
Yeah, Win does it. No way. No. The shots go wide through the door. They're not able to land as well. The guiding light as Kohler flashes himself, so it's salvaged for now. It's damage traded back and forth, but it's Ghost now a player ahead from 5v4 to 4v3, but the pit still stands. So does Screwface. He can't wallbang through the pyramids there. Chase on a lurk of his own out through halls, now looking for more as DarkZero just picked apart, and the retake once more. They run out of time. 2 were able to hang on to their weapons, but it's Ghost Gaming now 8 in a row.
8 in a row, and the money is going to be awful here for DarkZero. They'll be able to likely muster something, but the only real weapons they save are those 2 operators, and the operator found early impact, but Ghost just did such a great job in the mid-round. The second that they lost a player out towards that B site, everyone had rotated on over towards A, had taken that site, and, well, importantly, there was 2 lurks. It was Win out towards mid to find his frag, and it was Chase in the late round up towards the bridge. A heartbreaker round for DarkZero is, I mean, you can see the buy. Not the best. 1 SMG, 1 LMG, and only those 3 rifles to work with, but the 1 automatic rifle in the hands of DZ will find an early frag.
And with that, it's going to force the blades out as Ainge finds another for his squad. Nismo falls. It's Ghost Gaming now on the back foot for the first time in a long time. Screwface pushed all the way through cave here. Spots out not only Chase, but the cam is there, but Win goes undetected. Screw gonna dash on through the cloudburst. The heads-up play from the Jet to stay alive. Ghost Gaming, we can't count him out just yet. It's Win, it's Koala, it's the Blade Storm online. Koala's made his way up through two. Now it's only up to Koala here into Halls. Finds the first. 4 more to worry about. Screwface maybe the next on the docket. Maybe the next to fall as the blades all expended. Kohler is there to back up his teammates and to net DarkZero their 4th. As we look to go into the half 8-4. We'll be right back after this short break. We're jumping right back into it. Just a short break as we look to get the second half underway. Mimi, 8-4 and 7 of 8, or excuse me, 8 of 8 in a row for Ghost Gaming. DarkZero, I mean, they've got a lot to get done here on their attack.
They do, but it's the attacker side of Breeze, and well, they have a good comp for it. Post plant will be strong, and with that Sky, their pacing can be too. Viper Wall out towards B. It looks like they might just hit this by 5.
Yeah, it's quick take coming on through. Koala's going to find the first. They give up the site for free, but they look to take the fight right behind it. And, well, the fight they will win as the numbers starting to get chipped away at. DarkZero forced to back away for now. Screwface looking to find something on to win. Is able to do it. Kohler claws him back in. It's down to the last 2 in the flank on Ryan. We'll see what he can get done as he tosses out the snake bite. Looks to reposition. The spike will be planted. And the HP bars are low. It was Ryan in the first pistol to try and clutch things out in a 1v2. Now in the second to try his hand once more, but it's Kohler out on top. And what a way to claw themselves back in, Mimi, because that was looking like a Ghost Gaming round.
Yeah, I mean, it was. They had a great pinch there. Initial aggression out towards mid. They realize it's a play towards that B site, and the pinch comes through instantaneously. But I think where it started to go wrong was Koala getting a little overzealous. He had time there to wait for Ryan to play that into the 2 versus 2, but instead he tries to go for a play to hold down that spike. It doesn't quite happen, and the dash fails as well, so the round slips out of their hands. No force buy from Ghost Gaming. It's just going to be the save, and well, that likely means DarkZero lessening this gap to 2.
I feel like Chase was the first Cypher that I really got to take a peek at on Breeze. So it's really cool to kind of continue to see how his Cypher has evolved with the cam spots. Not saying that he, created these by any means, but just kind of get a peek at what this agent can get done on this map that does seem incredibly large. And it was an early cam out towards mid that gets taken down, so information garnered. Kohler holding the flank, the dash away. It's going to be the next to fall. Kohler, low HP, will eventually fall himself, and Nismo actually found a frag onto a teammate there. So we keep going right back to it inside the attacker side. It's Spawn. Koala trying to pick up the weapon. unfortunately will not be rewarded with that one. A couple of kills go back and forth. It was the full save from Ghost Gaming. Now Anderson, once more, still holding it down inside the spawn, not giving up the space for free. The spike gets planted. DarkZero will play the post plant, and we'll see how Ghost tries to retake. Chase takes some damage. Screwface wide on the next few shots.
One enemy remaining.
Maybe, okay, it's going to take out the Ghost, but it's Ainge to finish him off. And Ryan once more. What an interesting round we just had there for a second, Mimi.
Yeah, I mean, Ghost just took the fight directly to DarkZero, and well, they found 2 frags out of it. Not too bad, all things considered, especially since they were just on those classics bonus buy. It'll still be pretty good. They kept that Bulldog. They'll reinvest on into a rifle here and still have money in the next, so it's a good course for DarkZero. But now this is where the real test is, because it's Ghost with weaponry, and well, it's Koala Noob with that operator. We've talked about it a lot, but so many highlight plays have came out of this guy on the defensive side.
Yeah, Koala is a problem for any attacking team, and well, so is Nismo. It's not the operator. It's a play out towards mid, and it's the Sky for Ghost Gaming to get things kicked off. Chase with the tall cam. Nice shock dart, gonna take down trap wires for now with the sneakers. DarkZero look to push into the A side. It is gonna tag up Koala inside the Cloudburst as Nismo continues to hold it down. Recon bolt the information. Jet v Jet Screwface out on top, and it's Ghost Gaming. Nismo with 3, and it's still a player ahead. Make it 2 as Harmon, the last one standing. The recovered Ares from the last round needs to get to work here in this one. And although just the bonus, every round counts. Being down 8-6 here on Ghost Gaming's map pick.
Armin, what can he get done? The setup is strong. A contact play 3 ready, but when his gun barrel was showing, out comes the double swing. Down goes Harmon. It's a lot of damage garnered for this DarkZero squad, but it's not enough to pick up the round.
Ghost Gaming retrieve the operator for Koala as well. So the damage that you did is not the damage that you were hoping for. Trying to strip away that 4700 credit sniper rifle. It is still picked up, and we do see the damage in the economy just kind of across the board, right? You have that one Spectre, you got a couple of light shields, but it's still a fairly healthy buy for Ghost Gaming. Now DarkZero in that same boat. They need to get something done here in this. They fall victim to a round loss on their bonus. Now they have a full buy. They have an operator in the hands of Screwface. We might get some op action out towards mid.
This is a nice little cloudburst there. That allows the cross for Nismo to come down mid, but heads up from DarkZero. They'll re-drone, find his position, and he should be forced to fall back. Mid stack ping down, and Koala! What in God's name is that shot?
Oh
He'll double down. Koala is a walking, living highlight reel.
Yeah. There's always a little bit of... I guess a good feeling when you kind of talk about something and it does come to fruition, whether it be a play or a player specifically. And I mean, we hyped up the highlight reel that Koala is, and he's just coming online, especially here on Jet, especially here
Another one
on Breeze. As he does find another on the round. Kohler falls to the op. And
30 seconds left.
And if you're Ainge, what can you even get done here? You're low in credits. You're low in HP. An operator gonna swing the corner, and Koala picks up 4 on the round. They push Ghost Gaming to double digits, but more importantly, Mimi, DarkZero gonna be scrounging for weapons in this round.
What do you say about that round? That's just the Koala factor. I mean, he's not just a Jet. He's just here for the game. His util usage is great as well. Early on, you saw that cloudburst that allowed Nismo to try and lurk up down mid, and with that push down mid, that's what forced DarkZero to try and take that peek out from the elbow. And well, Koala fast to capitalize. 10-6. It's a 4-round lead, and like you mentioned, economy not looking good whatsoever here for the DarkZero side, and Koala just does not stop.
The blades popped, but immediately silenced as Koala picks up another insurance.
No!
Eagle frags, but he's completely flashed. He fishes for the ace. He comes up with a boot, and Ryan able to secure the last frag on the round, but 11-6 the scoreline as Koala just the king of Breeze here.
I am begging this guy to stop. It's a collateral off the rip. Give him some mercy. Show him an opportunity. I mean, it's so perfectly played. Flash comes through. He peeks directly off it. Finds himself practically every kill. He is denied the ace, but who cares? It's a round for Ghost, and I have a feeling that their mental is pretty strong after a couple rounds like that.
Damn, for DarkZero, it's... I mean, backs against the wall. They have to try and get something done. There's a nice looky here play from Screwface. He's going to net one frag onto the site. Koala on the flank, though, and... well, 5 of 6. In the last couple of rounds, is the quick scope going to go wide. It's DarkZero looking to hang on here. A resurrection from Ainge to get Anderson back on the board. So a 5v3. Now the Viper's Pit back online. Let's see if it should be used here in this round. As the Owl Drone looking to grab some information. The wall goes up. The shock darts chip away at Screwface. So very low here on the jet. Armorless even. Wind goes around the corner. Kohler will fall. It's Nizwa to find that frag. The retake in full effect for Ghost Gaming, and it's starting to pay off as Ainge tries to play back with the operator in hand. Harmon tries to make sure that nobody pushes through. The post plant comes through, but the snake bite goes wide, and I believe there's just enough time as finally the frag will follow, but the spike is diffused and Ghost pushed to match point.
Oh no, Anderson, he has got to be hitting himself. That was the most crucial round for DarkZero. That was the round to stave off map point, but it just doesn't happen. The molly was just to the right, bounces a bit too early, and, well, the round is lost. If that molly hits, we see a different story. We see an 11-7 scoreline. We see the money still strong, but in reality, in the world we live in, DarkZero is cut down to light armor on 3 to fight for their life on Breeze.
That is...
I've got your trail.
I mean, devastating. That is devastating, and, well, it doesn't get any better as Kohler looks to push through onto the site to try and help out his team. He's answered by the snake bite, and okay, DarkZero, they battle back for a handful of frags. 2 out towards the defender side at spawn, 1 out towards mid. As Koala flanking on through will find Anderson, so no post plant this time around, no molly lineups. But another favorable position here for DarkZero. Is there a player ahead? The Neural Theft give the information of the 3 remaining. Chase looks to find 1, trying to even the odds. Not able to do so. Will now be forced to walk through the slow orb, make it 2 slow orbs to try and get onto the site. But again, the spike is ticking. The operator in hand of Koala makes me think that they're leaning on a save here. So it's all about the containment. As Ainge peeks away towards the window. The timing here for Chase might be good, and it is for 1. 10 HP as the Cypher looks to back away. Maybe go down to the spike here?
Nah, he's gonna live. 2 weapons saved here for Ghost, but I mean, all things considered, despite DarkZero winning that, it's still a punishing one. Their money was really bad going into this round, and it's just gonna get worse at losing that many players. Keeping those few alive is huge because it'll allow buys to come through, and it'll allow full armor for the majority of this squad. But still, if these rounds stay that close, if Ghosts keep stealing damage, even if they aren't winning, they're gonna keep that DarkZero economy on a knife's point and will likely be able to close things out. Still, 5 rounds in a row. It's possible. Winnable. It's going to be a very tough ask, as it seems to be another quick hit towards the B site. However, Ryan has that Viper's Pit to immediately counter it out.
Nowhere to run.
And we've seen how potent that hit can be. And I feel like we haven't really seen the potency of the Hunter's Furies. Finally, Armin able to net a frag with one of his own, and it looks like he's backed away from the Among Us crosshair. Goes to something a bit different. Screwface on the lurk, trying to find the backstab onto Ryan, but a nice placed trap wire to keep him at bay for just a second. Trap wire goes down. Now Ryan in a tough spot, but position given away as the wall goes up. Ainge looking to back away and chase. That's nothing. Now Ryan inside the pit will eventually fall. It's another 5v3, Mimi. But this doesn't mean victory for DarkZero. We've seen how this plays out before. This time, though, they have a Viper's Pit to play with.
I wonder if you save again here, if you're the likes of Ghost, because your money is starting to get towards a rough spot, and yeah, it seems like it is just going to be the save call. You don't want to have to retake into that Viper's Pit with an operator in hands. Instead, might just go for some damage. Koala sticking around out towards spawn, but I mean, talking of DarkZero, these quick executes out towards that B site have been so successful. The Viper's pick was good, but they just find that pinch through mid, completely disrespect it, pick up the frag, and set themselves on the right course to victory.
Unfortunately, everybody escapes death for DarkZero. Nobody walks into any of the Ghost Gaming sight lines, so they hang on for yet another round. And Mimi, you have to think they are kicking themselves in the butt for losing the round that they lost with that Molotov just going a bit wide. We'd be looking at a 9-11 scoreline, and you'd have, I guess, so much more breathing room. You wouldn't be stuck in this claustrophobic map point room that DarkZero are in right now. So it's, I mean, every little thing matters. Ghost Gaming looking to call a tactical timeout here. This will also give DarkZero some time to kind of figure out how they need to continue to push forward. 4 rounds in a row from this point is what they will need to try and hang on to get us to overtime. And I mean, that's just, again, I know you really can't dwell on the past. That's probably the worst thing to do, to keep yourself down, because you're kind of taking yourself out of the game. But that absolutely stings, especially when the games that we've been seeing recently, they come down to the onesies and twosies in terms of rounds.
And that they do. Ghost Gaming momentarily had Kaplan in the conversation. He gets to say his 2 cents, and everyone else gets to chat as well. I think it's really good that they're taking this tack early, because once DarkZero starts to build momentum, this is a game that is still very losable for Ghost, and you lose Breeze, you head on into Haven, and it starts to look like a rough best of 3. Ghost, though, money is still in their back pocket. They're looking to close on out, and they might just have an opportunity, because DarkZero trying something new. It's 5 out towards the A site. It's a Cypher. It's that Sky to receive.
And they are just stomping through the halls. I mean, they open the door, they find the frag. It's Screwface to pick up the first. Nismo next to fall, so the A site completely opened up. And DarkZero, they went back to the playbook and maybe scribbled something in, because this is not something I've seen from this squad. As again, it's Ghost Gaming. It's the credits in an awkward spot. It's a 5v3 with the spike planted, and quite possibly another GG save.
Yeah, no, another save coming out. I mean, they're just doing their best save impression here. Constantly gonna have to hold on to these weapons. Koala, I mean, it's been game time for him round after round, but I feel like the operator in these last couple hasn't been able to find his impact. He's not really been in the right place at the right time, so these entry frags aren't being picked up, and it's one reason DarkZero's been finding success. Both hoppers will miss a close shot and win in close. He's getting pressured by Harmon. He'll fight his way out for one, but will fall at the hands of Spike. Still yet to detonate, and they still have 6 seconds to try and live here. Dash away. Kohler will find Koala, and, well, so too will Ryan fall by. It's going to be awful here for Ghost Gaming if they lose another one. A crucial anti-eco play there in DarkZero.
And I mean, just throwing caution to the wind there. Mimi, I believe it was both Ainge and Screwface pushing up through halls, just stomping through it. Just no worries in the world. They pop the door open. As soon as Screwface can even see anything, he's double scoped in. He finds the frag onto Chase. Now Koala trying to answer this same exact play. A Cloudburst is going to delay things for now. They got 2 players back towards the defender's side of halls. Kohler looking to answer some of these trap wires. Is able to do so with the Trailblazers. There's not a whole lot of information garnered. At the very least, nobody's going to be shooting through those screens for free. Recon Bolt taken down. Nismo going to be first to contact for his squad. As the Seekers come through, Ainge still up inside a hall. Not going to see, but Koala cannot. I'm sorry, Kohler cannot. Excuse me. As Koala finds the first, the Hunter Shiri in response to force the team back. And again, it's map point for Ghost Gaming. This time, it's DarkZero down a player.
Ainge's position is huge, but Koala's shot is even better. Brings us into a 3 versus 5. The Spike making a slow rotation, and Ainge, he's got to fashion himself a hero here. A play deep out towards halls. If the timing's right, he could cut this rotation.
At this point, there'd really be only one person to answer to, that being Ryan.
30
Who
seconds
won't
left.
be in the sight lines of Ainge up inside the halls. Gonna spot anything out as the orb goes up. Ainge goes down. Huynh with a heads-up play, a heads-up peek, and well, cuts it down to the last two here. A 5v2. The spike is planted. It's all up to Harmon and Screwface to go huge for his squad. The guiding light goes wide for one. The Trailblazer not going to find info just yet. Koala survives the first shot. Will he survive another? Ryan comes stomping on through as the wall goes up. Screwface tries to get through it, but it's a shock dart to sit him down. Now Harmon with one shock dart to work with, but not enough in the magazine to find the frag. It's Ghost Gaming to close things out here in map 1, 13-9.